Hello fabulous ones, welcome back to my channel. I am Marlo Keenan, and if you're new here, welcome to the fabulous family. Today we are going to do a review on the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. I already did a review last week. I'm gonna link that right here in the card. I do suggest that you guys check that out before you watch this one, because this one is a whole new recap just to see if I get different results and or if I just feel differently about the foundation. I'm gonna do things a little differently than I did the first time, so we're gonna really put this to the test again. So if you want to see how the new Colourpop foundation performs again, please continue to watch, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Let's get into it. All right. Now we are going to jump right into it. I am not going to go through all the claims and specs of the foundation. Again, I've already linked my previous video for this review, so you need to go and watch that first. So what I'm going to do, unlike that I did last time, I'm going to prime like it's nobody's business, because the last time I was looking juicy the whole time. So I'm just saying, it wasn't matte on me. There was no filter or nothing. So we're gonna try this a different way. Okay, I'm gonna now go ahead and I'm gonna use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm gonna go ahead and prime the skin, okay, which I didn't do the last video, okay? So we're gonna see if this really, you know what I'm saying, like changes the outcome of what happened to me the first time. I'm gonna really do a full face, and if you guys want to see this eye look, I'm doing like a 2-for-1 filming today. I don't know if this eye look is gonna go up first or this foundation review is gonna go up. If my eye look goes up first, then I'll link it in the cards, and you can check out the eye tutorial. Okay, so I finished priming. Now I'm even gonna go a step further and put just a little powder in my T-zone, just a little bit. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I actually got this technique, you know, from, where did I get it from? Jackie Ina, and I've done it before, and it does not make me look cakey or anything like that, but I just wanted to try it this way, considering I had such issues with the foundation in my previous video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just lightly, very lightly, just, you know, powder myself under my eye right here and around my nose and just in my T-zone, and I'm like literally just dusting it. Now the last time I told you guys I had 2 shades, because you know online is so hard. I got this one, which was way too light. It was almost like my NC42, and this was my shade, but just I don't know, it might have been too dark because I oxidized like it was nobody's business by the end of the day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the two. Okay guys, right off the bat I can tell you I am getting a different result already. I do not look extremely shiny or juicy like I was the first time. It definitely is looking a lot more matte than it did the first time. So I still feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. Let me bring you guys up a little closer. I feel that it's just sitting there, if you could see, and I'm actually looking a little patchy around the nose area, and it's still, I feel it's still emphasizing my texture, but okay, but it doesn't look juicy, and that's obviously because I primed and put some powder on at first, and it's dry and matte for now. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild to conceal. I'm going to use my Too Faced bronzer to bronze, and I'm going to use my Sephora Micro Smooth powder to set everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. going to not necessarily set the makeup, but I'm going to miss my DIY MAC Fix Plus, and I will link that recipe right above so you guys can go ahead and watch that, just to take away some of this powdery look I got going on. Okay, right now the MAC Fix Plus is drying down a little bit, but this is a totally different result. Okay, so right now I'm actually not mad at it at all. It did dry down to its, I would say, semi-matte finish, but I don't look shiny at all. It is not giving me anything that, you know, happened to me in terms of the finish, in terms of the breakage, in terms of, you know, all of that stuff right now. But we will see after a few hours when I come back to what it looks like. But I will tell you, even though I am getting a better finish from it, I still feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. I don't feel like it blended into the skin the way I usually like foundation to do. And I still feel like it emphasizes my texture right now, and my fine lines. I really do feel that way. But because I primed and powdered and did the whole full face, put bronzer on, all that stuff, I even put it on some highlight, it does look a lot better than it did in my first review, as my first review was straight up just the foundation, because that's the way I like to review my foundations. So anyway, we'll see how it holds up. I will be back in a few hours, and let's hope for the best. Okay guys, I am back, and I forgot to tell you guys what time it was before when I started putting on the foundation, but it was like 2:05, something like that, okay? And it's now 7:15, so it's been on for about 5 hours. So my opinion of this foundation is definitely different than my previous review, because yes, it's now, I don't look like a hot mess, that's for sure, like I did before. I went outside, it's been raining, so I've been doing things, and I feel like it did hold up pretty well. I am a little bit, once the foundation sunk in with the oils of my skin, yes, it's a little bit moist right here, but this is still not, to me, a total matte foundation. It's still it brings out luminosity. I feel it doesn't dry down on my skin for some reason completely matte, no matter, even though I primed and I even put powder on before the foundation. Not a lot, just a little in the T-zone, and that's it. Now, I do feel like it still looks like it's sitting on top of my skin for some reason. I don't know if you guys could tell. I will zoom you up. I don't know if you could tell. I just feel like it's not melting into the skin the way I would like it. But I will say I do not hate it now the way I did before. But yes, I powdered, and then I did the whole full face. I added things. So this is my thing. Y'all know that I usually typically do foundation reviews when I don't have no primer, I don't put much on other than bronzer and all that stuff. That is it. So I feel that if this foundation claims to be matte, filter, no filter, all of this jazz, then I don't feel that I should have to add products to make it perform the way it's saying it's going to perform. Now, Nikki Tutorials did this great review, a 24-hour type of thing, and it lasted, and it was a really good video, so I'll link that video down below. But she had touched up what she explained and all of this jazz. This is my debate. I always like to test a foundation in its entirety in terms of the foundation alone. I feel if a foundation is claiming to do this 8-hour, 12-hour, 24-hour matte, luminous, it should be able to do that under the conditions of its natural form. It shouldn't have to, or rather, you shouldn't have to have powder and put all this. And I get most people put powder on liquid foundations. That is not my point. My point is, if it's claiming to do something, it's under the assumption that you do not have to use additional products so for that claim to be true. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. So in a nutshell, the way I did do it this time, it did perform well. I do not hate it. I give it a B-. It's okay. The foundation's okay to me. This is a foundation that I'll probably wear to work. Just put it that way. It's not a foundation that I'm going to go out and, you know, when I do my full beat face, even though I kind of look beat today, but that's because, you know, I did another eye video. But in any event, yeah, I hope I made sense of what I was trying to explain about when I do the reviews and all of that good jazz. Again, when I do reviews, I want that foundation to perform exactly the way it's claiming without me having to add additional products to help it perform. All right, okay guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you guys think about my commentary and the difference between foundations, using it and reviewing it in true form without using any other products. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye now.